When watching the Harry Potter movies, you get a sense of the world being immersive, and at many times you are left speculating. Sometimes though, when the plot is moving forward, things seem just a little too convenient. In today's video, we are going to go over 7 awfully convenient things in Harry Potter. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and comment down below letting us know that you have subscribed for a chance for a shout out at the end of the month.
Expecto Patronum!
Number 1. Harry's lack of living relatives. Harry Potter is one of the most tragic characters of all time. His parents, James and Lily Potter, died at the hands of Voldemort when he was only a baby. Harry's parents died at the age of 21, so if you think about it, it's a little weird and kind of crazy how there is literally nobody left in Harry's family for him to go to once they have unfortunately passed away. Somehow the only blood relatives that he has left is the Dursleys, and you will know if you read the books or if you watched the movies, the Dursleys aren't exactly the nicest people, towards Harry at least. Although it was kind of a good gesture for good old Aunt Petunia and Uncle Vernon to take Harry on, like I said, they were so mean to him and they would treat him with utter disrespect while they would completely spoil their son Dudley, which he really didn't deserve any of the stuff he got. In my opinion, he didn't deserve none of it. In a family that is as big as the Potters, you would really think that there will be somebody else that could take him on. For example, an aunt, an uncle, a cousin, literally anybody, but no, it seems like there's nobody else in his family, which is so strange. Of course, there is Sirius Black, who is his godparent, but unfortunately he was imprisoned, so he really wasn't in the kind of place to take Harry on and bring him into a home. J.K. Rowling even posted about the subject on Pottermore, attempting to explain the inconsistencies by telling us that James's parents had him very late in their life, so they unfortunately didn't live too long, but they did manage to live to get to see their son marry Lily, but they weren't around after Harry was born. It's an explanation, no doubt about that, but it really makes no sense. It's perfectly normal for somebody to live to that age, but it's not really normal to have a child so late on in life. Although it is possible, it's not really seen that much. I guess they are wizards, so anything can happen, but it just really isn't that much of a good explanation. If there was just one other relative that Harry could have gone to, a cousin, a great aunt, literally anybody, then he would not have had to have gone through many years of horrible treatment from the Dursleys. It makes no sense, but it's completely convenient to the rest of the storyline, even if it's not convenient to Harry himself. It's quite inconvenient to him actually.
Oh, don't mind that, it's just the cat.
Number 2. Time Turners. I don't think there's really much that I need to say about Time Turners and how convenient they are to the plot. Take saving Sirius Black from Azkaban prison for example. Hermione was given a Time Turner to get to her classes on time, which is extremely convenient because she needs it later on to save Sirius Black from Azkaban. If you think about it, the rest of the plot from this point on mentions Sirius Black in a lot of different ways, so if he was never saved from Azkaban, the rest of the story would not be able to happen. Like I said, there really is not much to say about this one.
If you succeed tonight, more than one innocent life may be spared.
Number 3. Marauders Map. This is a map that literally, and I mean literally, tells you the whereabouts of anybody at any time. Seriously, how more convenient can you get? J.K. Rowling even agreed with this herself, and she stated on Pottermore, the Marauders Map subsequently became something of a bane to its true originator, me, because it allowed Harry a little too much freedom and information. And I must say, I completely agree with this. You would think that with this map, Harry would never get caught from doing anything, but it turns out he's horrible at using it, and he's horrible at keeping it to himself. He never used it to find Sirius Black, he doesn't even notice Peter Pettigrew either. Lupin takes it, Snape uses it, and Barty Crouch Jr. uses it to stay hidden. This is just truly convenient to the rest of the story. Think about it, it really is.
It's merely a parchment designed to insult anyone who tries to read it.
Number 4. Polyjuice Potion. When you first encounter Polyjuice Potion, it seems to be kind of amazing, and it seems to be far beyond the trio's skill level, and you really wouldn't think that they would be able to brew such a thing, especially with the amount of risk it takes to do so. The second time you encounter this potion is when Barty Crouch Jr. uses it to disguise himself as Moody, which I must say is a spectacular plot twist. But once it comes into play more often, you start to think, wow, isn't this convenient? They have some Polyjuice Potion. Every time it's used after the instances, it makes it seem not so special anymore, because it kind of seems like everybody has it. Before, it seemed to be incredibly rare and it took a lot of time to make and a lot of skill, but as the plot goes on, you get the feeling that everybody has it, rendering it not hard to get your hands on, meaning it's kind of a little bit disappointing, if I'm honest. Yeah, it's kind of disappointing now. How are we going to solve this one, Harry? Oh, let's use Polyjuice Potion. Like seriously, it's used an immense amount of times to get the trio into places they need to be, breaking into the Ministry, getting into Bellatrix Lestrange's vault at Gringotts. The list goes on.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Number 5. Felix Felicie. The alternative name for this potion is literally Liquid Luck. Harry wins this potion on his first day of class after Slughorn has been brewing it for about 8 months for whatever reason while he was on the run. You have to be particularly skilled to be able to make this potion, and there is a risk if you use it too much as well, but Harry uses this potion to complete a task that Dumbledore specifically told him never to take seriously, as it's a task that he knew Harry would be able to definitely complete on his own without the use of the Liquid Luck potion. The mere presence of the potion magically makes Ron amazing at Quidditch, which is actually pretty spectacular, and it kinda prevents Hermione, Ron and Ginny from getting hit with curses on the night of Dumbledore's death. Coincidence? Maybe, I don't know. But the thing is, every time this potion comes up, it puts downplay onto the ability of the wizard or witch using it. We all know that Harry is more than capable of completing basically every task he is given, so why is the potion even needed to be used by him? I really don't understand.
Congratulations. Use it well.
Number 6. Harry's name in the Goblet of Fire. Seriously though, why does nobody investigate why Harry's name was put into the Goblet of Fire? Harry himself said it wasn't him, but nobody seems to be intent on investigating who the culprit behind it is. Remember how everybody got so mad over the fact that underage wizards were not allowed to partake in the Tri-Wizard tournaments? George and Fred Weasley themselves, 2 wizards that we know go on to be incredible, tried to get their names into the goblet, but they fail. Also, it's a Tri-Wizard tournament, which means free, but 4 people now take place in the tournament. Hogwarts has 2 contestants instead of 1, and the big one, Harry himself, is underage. Not to mention that the culprit himself mentioned that it was probably done with dark magic. But no, nobody takes on an investigation to find out how this happened and why Harry's name ended up in the cup in the first place. Everybody is like, this is an outrage, and they're kind of mad at Harry at first, but then they're like, oh, let's just see what happens, I guess. I could possibly understand a bit more if it was some random student, but it's Harry Potter, the most well-known wizard of all time. He survived an attack from Voldemort, come on. You can't tell me that everybody thought this was just a huge coincidence, right?
Harry!
I protest!
Harry, you put your name in a goblet of fire.
Number 7. Voldemort refusing to use anything but magic. The Dark Lord Voldemort literally could have killed Harry in a variety of different ways the first time that he ever laid his eyes on him. How, I hear you asking? Because Harry was literally a baby and could not fend for himself when Voldemort first knew about him and laid eyes on him. Voldemort did not, any under circumstance, have to use the killing curse on Harry for any reason other than the fact that he just wanted to be a bit extra about the whole thing. Think about it, if Voldemort really wanted to kill Harry, he could have, especially while he was a baby. However, if he did, then there would literally be no point in the whole franchise, because without the child himself, you can't really have a whole series about him. It is extremely convenient that Voldemort decided decided that if he's going to kill Harry, it has to be with magic. Okay, yeah, we could argue that Voldemort didn't kill Harry when he was a baby, because maybe even the Dark Lord himself has a little bit of sympathy or something. If he wasn't so stuck on the idea of using the killing curse on Harry to get rid of him, then Voldemort most likely would have won and got what he wanted, but no, things just have to be awfully convenient, don't they?
Harry Potter is dead!
Well, there we have it. 7 awfully convenient things that happened in Harry Potter. Let us know in the comments below if you think we should have added anything else onto this list. Leave a like if you enjoyed, share this video and the rest of our video with your Potterhead friends or just anyone you want to share it with, and we'll catch you in the next video.